Yeah. Glitch the guarantee. E&E. With your boy shit. Glitch, nigga. Shit, I'm about to flood the streets like when the levees break. Criminal minds, my Garcia can navigate. Flowing while I'm blowing this gas. Nigga, no brakes. Niggas not seeing me ever. I mean, no dates. Fuck around and end up gone. You getting misplaced. E&E, the shit that I claim. You dealing with grace. Took over the game by storm like Rain's mixtape. Thankfully, I been up in smoke like my mixtape. Counting cheddar shit, I'm about to make a grilled cheese. Niggas be faker than bad bitches with good weeds. On my John Wick shit like Keanu Reeves. Replacements won't be enough, you need the whole team. I've been a G since I could finish my ABCs. Kept it a buck so real niggas look up to me. This butcher boy shit get crazy when it's sick of me. I'm coughing out these dope bars till they sick of me.
Can't get rid of me, still can't find a remedy. Still blowing palmers and fill cups of Hennessy. E&E, we own our shit independently. When I go out on a limb, I take extremities. I can see right through on transparency. Heard they self-esteem low, insecurities. Now or never, like glitch the guarantee. What's the recipe? King L's Reflection 3. All these chapters in my life, you can turn a page. Books can't tell you my story, gotta live a day. Glitch got my back, yeah, you can copy that. Man, we control the seat, you can copy that. Leave your whole state red like Republicans. Putting fire on the track, now it's bubbling. Butcher boys, E&E, you in trouble, kid. Add first 100 mil, you can double it.
Let's go, let's go. All the hustles getting money, let it show. Let it show. Automatic nigga, how we get the dough. Get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Gotta go. Butcher boy shit, nigga, let's go. Let's go. All the hustles getting money, let it show. Let it show. It's automatic nigga, how we get the dough. Get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Gotta go. Butcher boy shit, nigga, let's go.
Flow sick, corona, jealous in the motherfucker. Can't even take a step, that's how far I trust you. This black boy turned to shining king under pressure. West side fat jacks, I took more than measure. Shave the extras, that's business starter fees. Street blues, what I talk, royal blood flowing free. Power on my mind, knows the gang is kind. Read between the lines, it was in my eye. If they ain't got real lines, it ain't hard to spot a counterfeit. Undefeated, ultra real, Fern Gully Mountain shit. Couple hot shots, turn on the frozen margaritas. Even better when it's served with some flawless features. Next year they gotta pay for these flawless features. Flawless victories from the flaws that they teach us. Now my flow imitate how I board the plane non-stop. The little J gon' take over with my time style.
Yeah, I get right to it. My nigga, we beg your pardon. We putting niggas back in boxes, yeah, they departed. My flow be retarded. Sick, I need hella help. My groove came back, this must be how Stella felt. We just started kicking it like a yellow belt. We all made it to the pros. This is how LaMelo felt. You better yell out help. Here come the double team. You catch me in the spot, then you know that the boy is clean. No battery before I came, then I'm the caffeine. I pull the jokers out the deck, yeah, there ain't no laughing. In CEO fashion, we sticking to the business. Wouldn't even let a vegan knock me off my chicken. Something about the VDS when the sun is hitting. Shit be flashing like the lights when you getting
Let's
tickets.
go, let's go. All the hustles getting money, let it show. Let it show. It's automatic, nigga, how we get the dough. Get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Gotta go. Butcher boy shit, nigga, let's go. Let's go. All the hustles getting money, let it show. Let it show. It's automatic, nigga, how we get the dough. Get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Gotta go. Butcher boy shit, nigga, let's go.
Ain't nothing to it but to do it. And you know we're gonna do it like we used to, man. Tap in.
Yeah.
I've been meaning to do this for a minute.
Guarantee.
We about to get to it today, man.
E&E.
Dale Valencia, what's good with you, bro?
2020 got me seeing so clear. Put your boy shit.
Tap in, walk with us. You know we got
Nothing glitz.
We'll talk about black.
We cool niggas.
Let's go.
We on the rise now. middle fingers in the sky now. Rolling haze, so we high now. How we ride now? All coops with the top down. And we listen in the top down. Trees got a whole pound. Real G's when we come round. Niggas know how it's going down. Yeah, we on the up, bitch. Real shit you should fuck with. E&E, throw it up shit.
And we stay ballin', like we sponsored by Spalding. Ball looking for the fall-in, soldiers all fall in. And we go all in, while we listening to all in. While you all talking, we smoking and coughing. Till we land in the coffin, glitching, nauseous. Yeah, stepping out office. Yeah, this that bullshit. Kill him in vain, it's vanity. Do it again, it's insanity. Nauseous a real vigilante. Killing these kids, it's plan B. Hood is too hot with an antifreeze. Blowing on leaves from these planted trees. Don't break the code, that's family. We cutting off legs like amputees. My flow is classic, antique. Freaking the beat, is it Japanese? Ever our cook is a masterpiece. When money talk, us be Guapanese. Fire and flame mixed with gasoline. Pass on my sons, that's a legacy. Study the gang, now they testing me. They dropped the ball, man, that's incomplete. Beat them so bad, make them retreat. All of these gems you can retweet. Play with your boys on repeat. You pay the price with your receipt. Below $1 million, flipping it. Everyday noise get sickening. Trying to flip bills to trillions. Turning these good girls to villains. Lyrics is sick, butcher boy shit. E&E clip what we represent. Put it on wax like a candlestick. We moving units and measurements. Cooking it up in the lab. We just performing experiments. Since I'm the bomb atomic, bang. These rappers out of my
We on the
element.
rise now, middle fingers in the sky now. Rolling haze, so we high now. How we ride now? All coops with the top down. And we listen in the top down. Trees got a whole pound. Real G's when we come round. Niggas know how it's going down. Yeah, we on the up, bitch. Real shit you should fuck with. E&E, throw it up shit.
And we stay ballin', like we sponsored by Spalding. Ball looking for the fall-in, soldiers all fall in. And we go all in, while we listening to all in. While you all talking, we smoking and coughing. Till we land in the coffin, glitching, nauseous. Yeah, stepping out office. Yeah, this that bullshit.
Glitch, nigga. Perfected my flow. If I'm on the track, then you know it's a go. The guarantee, nigga, and I guarantee treat the gas like the Clippers. You know I'm a choke. Only exotic when blowing the smoke. No one ahead of me. I got the recipe. Do this shit easily. This is my destiny. Sick throwing lobs. I'm dunking on everything. Niggas is sick, and I got the remedy. What I prescribe is extra artillery. Get in my zone and start going berserk. I'm feeling like Clay when he went off a 60. With the bullshit, swear to God you can miss me. Best friends with the money, Aaliyah and Missy. I come from the bottom, to try me is risky. Throwing this K like that bitch is a frisbee. Real talk, let me lock in, show these niggas what I do. Axe Rain, I be standing next to players too. Front line shit, nigga, I'm the fucking truth. Top 6 ever of the 5 in my group. Niggas still bang top down in the coop. Butcher boyed up and we coming for the loot. E&E shit, we the best, yeah, it's true. This the guarantee, nigga, this is what I do.
Yeah. Yeah. Y'all already know what it be, what it do, what it is, what's happening. Oh, yeah? Something about that Texas, huh? All right? Something about that old Texas, huh? They like shooting up stuff and stabbing stuff. Right? Hold on real quick. Let me come up on y'all. Let me move all this stuff out the way right here. Move all that stuff out the way right there. Right? Yeah. What up? It's your brother, Virgil Berry, a.k.a. Stats with the Facts. And we here, man. Juneteenth was yesterday, last night. You know what I'm saying? I was out and about on the town. Beautiful evening. Was at the Blackout, all black event. You know what I'm saying? Being thrown or being was a function put on by First Fridays and the Now Foundation collaboration in my city. promoting Black excellence, Black business, Black entrepreneurship, and advocating for us to, get our finances right and helping us become entrepreneurs and becoming homeowners. Now Foundation is a dope foundation in my city. They got another symposium coming up here shortly. Definitely going to that. And of course, First Fridays is known throughout the whole Midwest for putting on their First Friday events. It's a beautiful thing. And the event last night was fire, all Black event. I'm talking about beautiful women from all over the Midwest, but all over Ohio, specifically in Columbus. I'm telling you, last night, it was a beautiful situation. Just fellowship and networking, conversing, hanging out, engaging with, interacting with my fellow brothers and sisters from all over this region. It was a beautiful thing, man. I met some brothers from Texas. I met some brothers from Missouri. I met some brothers from Florida. It's a beautiful thing. Yeah, First Fridays. One of the things, the First Friday started here in my city. The guys that run the First Company, it's an organization that put on these events up. And I don't know if it's all the same thing connected anywhere else in America, but I know I'd have met the main guy over there a few times, man, and they be throwing these events not all just in Columbus, not all just Ohio, but all over the Midwest. So it's a beautiful thing. Yeah, we definitely got First Fridays out here to form, pretty boy. Tonight, First Fridays in conjunction with the Now Foundation and a lot of other organizations within the city of Columbus that have what they call the color of summer, which is today is representing, Black unity, Black wellness, entrepreneurship, business people, Black professionalism, people from all walks of life come through. They be having, of course, there's a lot of the Divine Nine alums up in there and all that. But regardless of all of that, it's a beautiful celebration of just Black love, Black entrepreneurship, Black networking, FBA. It's an FBA event all day, every day. It's beautiful. It was my second year I attended it. And tonight is the color of summer. They're having a whole thing where they have massive chefs from all over the city, all over the Midwest region coming up here. It's going to be a fashion show. Of course, it's a formal event, so we're going to be suited and booted. Your brother's going to be live on location. I got the suit. We're going to be nice and crispy, nice and suited and booted, dapper and debonair. You understand me on our grown man stuff. You know what I'm saying? We more than just rappers and ball players, man. We businessmen, businesswomen, business owners, networkers, consultants, talking about professionals and all other types of fields, specifically entertainment. Shout out to the brothers up here at this organization, African American Well Wellness Agency. They is involved with this, they're connected and associated with the people who run this. Shout out to the First Fridays. Shout out to the Now Foundation and all the other affiliates around the city and the region that contribute to this event. It's beautiful. Last night, Blackout was just beautiful. I'm talking about beautiful women. And the one thing that I love about last night, I seen so many beautiful Black women with their natural hair. That was just so refreshing to see that. It was beautiful to see so many Black women rocking their natural hair, just looking good, looking gorgeous, skin all shiny, talking about faces looking nice, the bodies just looking beautiful, all women, beautiful Black women of all shapes and sizes, just all skin tones, just beautiful women everywhere. And the brothers, we ain't playing. We come dressed to the T's, to the nines, dapper and debonair. This is my girl LA calling me right now. Hold on. What's up, LA? Hey, how you doing? Yeah, I had a great time last night, man. I didn't even see you. I was like, hold on. The whole time I was there, I was like, I was expecting to see you. Was you in there? You all right? You good? Oh, okay. Is something going on for Sunday too? Oh, I ain't know. You ain't tell me about that. I'm on the phone with my girl, Lara. Oh, LA, I'm actually in the middle of a show right now. Okay. And I'll definitely see you tonight, man. I can't wait till tonight. It's gonna be fire tonight. Well, hold on. So what time does it actually start? And we going until when? All right. Okay, well, I will be there. All right. You already know. You see, that was my girl LA right there. She's one of the consultants, and she's one of the mentor consultants, caseworkers, if you would, for the Now Foundation. She can help you get business started with your LLC and getting everything, your licensures, your trademarks, logos, all of that stuff. They got connections. Would help people start their small businesses, and with AI, they got an AI course that they got coming up. It's dope, man. I'm involved with people in my city doing dope stuff, man. I just was on fun with LA. We're going to the Color of Summer event tonight. It's going to be fire, So I'm told it's going to be fire tonight. Crispy, suited and booted. You understand me, man? We're gonna be suited up. You know what I'm saying? Looking nice and debonair. You understand me, man? With the loafers, you did. It's gonna be a beautiful thing, man. It's gonna be a beautiful thing, man. Right. So, man, but yeah, let's get back to the topic at hand, though. Yeah, it's the same type of thing, man. Like I said, I don't know if it's a nationwide, like, conglomerate thing to where it's like branches of the First Fridays in different regions or states. I wouldn't be surprised if it is, but I have been realizing that this is a thing that happens in other cities and states too. So yeah, First Fridays is a beautiful thing, man. You know what I'm saying? But they do more than just events on First Fridays though too. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to them brothers though, man. Last night was fire, man. I'm talking about bad. I'm talking about beautiful women, man. Yeah, but Oakland, man. I'm talking to make it out there to that West Coast, man. I'm gonna go. It seems like the Bay is close. Like I'll be a nice at home when I fall in Oakland, man. You know what I'm talking about? Well, I ain't never been out that way, but it just seemed like Oakland would be the right place for a guy like me. Now, but let's get back to the topic at hand, though, man. A history of violence, man. And I mean that when I say that, man. A history. Eons long history of violence, right? We ain't gonna sit here and act like, and this is one thing we can't do, y'all, as black men in America. We can't allow the image to ever be that we're the most violent group. We commit the most crime. Nah, we can't allow that narrative to ever be the rule when it comes to us. Because and when they try to throw this stuff up in our face, y'all, we got to hit them with the straight facts every trip. We got to hit them with the facts every trip, right? We always got to make sure we hit them with the facts, the historical facts. They can't not be denied, the irrefutable historical facts that proves beyond the shadow of a reasonable doubt that white men specifically are the most violent group of men on earth in Earth's history. Right? I'm just saying, Devil, we even got to go back that far for real, man. And that's the crazy part about it. And this is where I know the delusion sets in, because we don't even have to go back that. We don't have to go back that far. We can go back just to the beginning of this year. This is to let you know how this thing is still prominent and prevalent in today's society, and to deny so would be to deny reality. And that's what these people want to do. They want to try to rewrite history as it happens. You know what I'm talking about? Facts. Like y'all seen in that thumbnail. All the major, like, who is violent, man? Who clearly is the most violent group? Right? And we can even say per capita. Now, since they tell us that white folks are the majority in our country, So that naturally means that the majority of the crime will be being done by the larger population. So by numbers, sheer numbers alone, white boys commit way more crimes than us black guys, simply because there's more of them, which means more of them commit crimes than we do. Now, when we're talking about a per capita, as far as the rate and ratio at which we commit similar or same crimes as they do, being as how the crime happens at the rate and level that it does amongst them, although there's more than us, it happens more in our community since we're not as populous allegedly as them. So it's more concentrated within our community, and those are the numbers that they go off of, which shows that it happens in our community more, but it's not happening in our community more, right? Do you understand what I'm saying? It happens more in our community because of our significantly decreased population compared to the alleged so-called majority population, these white boys, right? So since we're a smaller population and the same things is happening at a rate comparable to what it happens to them, even though it happens more amongst them, the rate demographically, given our numbers and how we're spaced out, it happens more within our community than theirs because of the numbers not being the same, which I think there's some BS involved in that personally. You know what I'm saying? But I just don't believe that there's only 50 million of us. I mean, that's not saying that that's not true. I'm just saying I don't believe that. It just doesn't seem like that. But hey, man, I could be wrong. Maybe there are actually just about 50 million of us in this joint, which is all the more reason for us to get off that bull with each other, get on code, love each other, respect each other, have each other's backs, be able to come to the meeting table with our different opinions and views on the various things we do, and still come to that table and discuss the things that benefit most of us, all of us, across the board, right? And this is why I say we don't need to really be concentrating on interactions or relationships with any other group of people. We need to be focusing on relationships within our community and our community only, right? Because we got a lot of stuff we got to fix. Right, I know it's a lie to form pretty, but I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I also don't believe the numbers as far as us being in prison. I don't believe that we're the largest. I've been in prison, and I know it's probably just gotten increased since I've been gone. When I left, it was way more white boys and starting to be a lot more Mexicans and Latinos coming in the prison system in Ohio than us. So, you you miss me with that, man. You know what I'm saying? I know it's a lie, man. We made way more than 50 million deep, man. I say whatever number they tell us, I always double it or even triple it. Yeah, and that's straight what it is too, the form pretty boy. You right, you all the way right, brother. Because that's the same type of time I'll be on, man. Oh, man, there ain't just no 50 minutes. See, that's the thing. You want to make, like I say, man, the easiest way to code or control your so-called biggest threat is to make them neutralize themselves, man. That's the best way to do it, man. You know what I'm talking about? You get them to neutralize themselves, man. Right? We just we ain't no 50 million deep. I just don't believe that. Man, you want to talk about fatigue, man. You want to talk about fatigue or somebody, y'all, man? The nerve of y'all, man. The nerve of y'all, man. Talking about somebody's the most violent group. We the most violent this, man. Get out of here. Right? Y'all killing me. Right? There's no way that we could be the most violent group, man. Especially if the numbers is what y'all say they is. All right? Let's go, man.
One of the most dangerous places for white people is within a white family. You see this man right here? He's one of the many white men that would be considered a family annihilator. A family annihilator is an individual, usually a white male, that take the life of multiple members of their family. By the way, everyone in this photo is no longer here. These family annihilators usually have a history of domestic violence or some form of abuse within their family. By the way, everyone in this photo is no longer here. There have been many studies on the profile of these family annihilators. Some of the common characteristics of these family annihilators is that they are overwhelmingly male, little to no criminal history, and white. By the way, everyone in this photo is no longer here. Psychologists say the main motivation for these family annihilators is a high sense of self-righteousness. By the way, everyone in this photo is no longer here. If we're going to talk about black on black crime and violence, then we would be remiss if we did not talk about white on white violence and crime. By the way, everyone in this photo is no longer here. To the Caucasian community out there, the call is coming from inside the house, literally. And instead of focusing so much on blacks and Hispanics and the problems that we have within our families and communities, it would behoove you to police your own community and keep a watchful eye over your own families. By the way, everyone in this photo is no longer here. Everyone in this photo is no longer here. Every last one of them in this photo is no longer here. These are Asian children that were adopted by this white couple, and everyone in this photo no longer here. This photo as well, this entire family gone. And I could keep going, but I think you get the point. One of
I mean, you know, we is Dan Valissa, don't even trip. Everything ain't to be put on the internet, trust me. Yeah, we got lots of them in my state of Ohio. We, although we're not a stand your ground state, we are very open carry. We are very, we armed up here. Let me just say that. We strapped up here in Ohio, bro. So, you know, even though we have very racist, what you would even be considered, we still got sundown towns in Ohio. I think we got like 6 in Ohio. White folks still know what it is. They stay to themselves like we stay to ourselves, man. They don't bother us, and we don't bother them, right? But please believe and understand that in Ohio, there's a strong presence of racial division, especially in Southeast Ohio, right? Yeah. So we just gonna go on a medley of historical evidence video showing the violence of so-called white men who are scared that their power is fainting and waning, which it is. They're worried about their population declining. It is. They're worried about their influence declining. It is. Yeah, man. I keep telling y'all it's a new system instruction coming in, and white folks, white boys, specifically white guys, so-called white men. I've been telling y'all this for years. This new system that's coming in, it's designed for all of us, including y'all. Matter of fact, y'all more so than anybody else. See, us black folks have an extreme advantage over y'all other groups of people, specifically in America. Even y'all other people of color that come from other dilapidated, poor, shithole countries. We have an extreme advantage over y'all because we have specifically been trained, if you would. We have been desensitized, if you would, to this extreme type of poverty that can only be experienced in America. I don't even think you understood what I just said. So we're used to it. We know how to live and thrive off of very little within the confines of our economic structure. And as this new structure comes in, we are the main targets, not the only targets, but we're the main ones because we're the ones who know how to survive on very, very little. But we're also the ones that has the capability to influence everybody else to turn this shit around. That's why they pitting all of y'all against us. And y'all so stupid that y'all don't realize that y'all being made to hate us by the same people that indoctrinated all of us. That's why I say it's important for us FBA'S to focus on our house right now. We got everybody else against us when they should be on our side. They should be underneath our armpit. Y'all should be underneath our deodorant, following our lead. But nope, y'all been indoctrinated to go against us, which is why we have what we got going on with the Latinos in us, with the Africans in us, the goddamn Asians in us, and everybody else. But we will never ever let it be made known, or should I say, we will never let the image be painted that us FBA'S are the most violent, unruly, dysfunctional group of people in America, as if y'all white folks have not created the very system of racism. And as y'all try to perpetuate it nowadays through intimidation, as if we are the black folks from yesteryear, and we ain't. We ain't running nowhere. We ain't scared. And y'all can't rock with us anyway. That's why I got to lie about how many of us it actually is. Right? And it's not as many of us in prison and going to prison as being made to believe. Right? The recidivism rate amongst us FBA'S have significantly decreased just since I've been home in the past 10 years. July 5th, I've been in prison, and we're going to celebrate, right? And within the past 10 years since I've been out of prison, the recidivism rate has dropped significantly in Ohio. When I got out the joint, it was around 60%, a little bit above 60. Since I've been home, it done dropped to below 40. Maybe those numbers might be a little skewed. Maybe I might be off a little bit more, but what I'm saying is there's been a significant decrease in the recidivism rate amongst foundational Black Americans in Ohio, specifically Franklin County, where I live at in Columbus, Ohio. So you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, man. That's what I'm saying. They bringing people from, you know what I'm saying, all over, man, just to try to undermine us in America, to prevent us from getting the reparations that's owed to us, to prevent us from getting on any type of allied, organized, support from any other so-called people of color from other countries, Africans, Latinos, and other people from around the world, Asians. But like I said, no. And if we allow these people to ever put out the image or the perception that somehow we are the most violent people in America, nah, we ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it. And we're gonna remind y'all every single trip. We don't none of that black, nah, man. White guilt, yes. Y'all need to know. We're gonna repeat y'all's history to y'all. We're gonna remind y'all of what happened in this country. We're gonna remind y'all of why most of us feel the way we do and have a right to feel the way we feel. Look at the history. We don't have a reason to trust y'all. We don't have reasons to be all buddy-buddy with y'all as a whole. I'm not talking individually. But as a whole, throughout the past 500-600 years, look at the history. Why would we trust y'all? Why should we? Especially with all this black guilt. Now everything's our fault. Now everybody's just oppressed. Now why we're oppressed in our own country. This ain't y'all's country. Y'all didn't build it. Y'all don't originate from here. Y'all are not indigenous to this land over here. So what are y'all talking about? See how ingrained into the fabric fibers of the psyche of the collective of y'all that has been indoctrinated into y'all to where y'all actually think this is y'all's country when y'all are not even indigenous to this land. We are. And that's just a fact. And we can't even have that conversation with most of y'all because, you know, you get to the whole, well, I'm white and I'm right. No, most of y'all don't even know American history, true American history. Trust me, I've talked to the smartest of y'all, which ain't all that smart. Right? Now, you know, we got to sit here and be honest. Like I said, we're going to have the conversations. We're going to have the conversations, man. Over here at A-Real Talk, we're going to be honest and open. I don't give a damn how nobody feel, man. I truly don't care how anybody feel when it comes to the facts. And I would never, ever allow a group of people who are the personification of basically evil to some degree ever try to paint my people out like we're the most violent in this country specifically. We've never systematically oppressed anybody or anything. We've never been in a position politically or financially or economically to oppress anybody. So to say or put on this whole thing of black fatigue and, oh, y'all just so tired of us and this. Now what it is that y'all tired. What they really saying is now that black folks have now that us FBA'S are economically, politically equivalent with them folks, right? Now that's what they mean when they say they tired of us having equal rights as them, man. They tired of us being able to open up businesses and do what we do. They tired of that. What y'all think? And shout out to my brother Red for saying this because, man, we got discussions when we talk, and I've always had this sentiment about this. What time do y'all think they be talking about, or are they reflecting back on, or are they referring to when they say to make America great again? What time in America do you think they talking about when they said, when they think, or when they feel or think that America was great? And to make it like that again, what time do y'all think they talk about in history? Right? Because when has it ever been great for us over here as a whole? I ain't talking about just certain people in certain regions. And it wasn't all that great for them. They still had to deal with the same racism. Y'all seen Harlem Nights? Right? Fair use, fair use.
I will destroy you.
22-year-old Santa Barbara shooter Elliot Rodger joins a disturbing group of young male rampage killers that have a lot in common. Sandy Hook killer Adam Lanza, James Holmes, the Aurora movie shooter, the Columbine killers, and Jared Loughner from the Tucson massacre were all in their late teens to mid-20s at the time of their shootings. All of them grew up in relatively stable environments, except the Columbine shooters all attended at least some college, and all of them had mental health issues.
They come from a world where they're cared for and nurtured, they have resources, they're protected.
PhD psychologist James Garbarino has spent more than 20 years studying and writing about murderers. He's written several books, including Lost Boys, Why Our Sons Turn Violent. While Rodger is half Asian, Garbarino believes one of the reasons the vast majority of rampage killers in the U.S. are young white men is because their mental illness is mixed with an inflated ego.
With with an inflated ego. Where do they learn this inflated ego from? Right? This is why I named this show. This is why I titled the show, y'all, A History of Violence. How dare y'all try to call us the most violent group in America when y'all have this well-documented history? And we don't even got to go 100 years back, 50 years back. We don't even got to go 10 years back. We don't have to even go 5 years back. Right? We don't have to. Got the nerve to sit up here and call us the most violent. Man, get out of here, man. Look at this.
Environment that they're in and the narcissism that they experience, all of that sort of predisposes them to take on these vendettas against their perceived enemies.
I don't know what you don't see in me. I'm the perfect guy.
The same condition in a kid who's living in a poor neighborhood, who's living with gangs, who's living with abuse, who's living with poverty and deprivation. They will do sort of crazy things, but it'll be aimed at an individual, not at sort of abstractly society in general.
Garbarino also believes that young white men suffering from mental illness are kept afloat longer because of a more supportive environment, which allows their delusional anger and frustration to grow, which seems to be true with Elliot Rodger, according to family friend Simon Astaire.
He'd been fooling everyone for many years. And the shame is that in the end, no one could rescue what had happened on Friday night. And what these boys who go out to kill don't understand is that when they murder one, they murder many, because they don't just kill the people that lie dead on the streets or in apartments or in galleries or in cinemas. They kill thousands and thousands of others who are connected to those.
Sadly, Garbarino believes there are more of these young men out there, and until something is done to prevent people struggling with mental illness from obtaining guns, we should all expect that these rampages will continue.
We should all expect that they will continue. Right? Right? History of violence. You have a history of violence, man. Document it. Right? Look at this.
Get the out! Go! Get in your car! Get in your car!
If you saw that clip online, that is the only information you were provided. There's a background. A New Jersey man has been charged as of Wednesday with harassment and bias intimidation after a video of his heated confrontation with a neighbor went viral. The woman, Ms. Sproul, claims that he did, in fact, repeatedly call her a black B word. Sproul said the confrontation stemmed from an ongoing dispute. Sproul's daughter and the male's two daughters have been friends since Ms. Sproul moved to the area in 2023. She said that within the last year, there have been issues of bullying, and the other girls called her daughter an ugly African. But this is how it develops. Children are very impressionable, especially as it relates to parent and child. Children are not always listening, but they are always learning.
Get the out! Go! Get in your car! Get in your car!
If you saw that clip online, that is the only information you were provided. That's
the violence of the white guys, man. Right? History of violence, man. Right?
I've watched white males become increasingly frightened of the fact that they are going to lose their numerical majority in the United States of America, and the damn fools don't even realize that they have always been in the numerical minority worldwide. Only 15 to 18% of human population of the earth is classified as white. I've watched white males become increasingly frightened of the fact that they are going to lose their numerical majority in the United States of America. And the damn fools don't even realize that they have always been in the numerical minority worldwide. Only 15 to 18% of the human population of the earth is classified as white. I've watched.
Right. Right. A history of violence. Is this the reason why y'all trying to get y'all wild out? Why y'all getting all mad? Right? Right?
The FBI foils a terror plot targeting the UFC Freedom 250 event held at the White House this weekend. Multiple people from several states have been arrested, including 2 men from Southern California. Good afternoon. This is the KTLA 5 News at 4. I'm Samantha Cortese.
And I'm John Fenolio. Federal investigators say the group discussed using drones, explosives, and other weapons at the UFC event attended by thousands of people.
KTLA's Lauren Lister is following the latest developments, joining us now live in the newsroom with more. Hi, Lauren.
Hi, Sam. Hi, John. We're learning a lot of new details from the criminal complaint and seeing our first images of those California suspects. According to the Justice Department, 2 Southern California men alleged to be part of the plot. 24-year-old Brian Omar Roa of Cali Mesa, as well as 32-year-old Michael Allen Thomas of Pinion Hills. They are 2 of 5 men accused of plotting an attack at the UFC Freedom 250 event held at the White House Sunday. According to the charges, they conspired to plan and execute a mass casualty event targeting U.S. officials who were attending, planning to deploy drones armed with explosive force and evacuation, then deploy snipers to fire on high-value targets fleeing. The Justice Department says the FBI became aware of this June 10th, making arrests over the weekend. Also, those arrests in Ohio, Missouri, and Nebraska. Much earlier today, the president told reporters he hadn't heard of the plot. The vice president reacting on Fox News' Fox and Friends.
This is what happens when people turn the rhetoric up so loud that disagreeing with somebody is a cause for violence. That's the place that we've come to, unfortunately, with too much of our political rhetoric. We got to tell everybody to tone it down. And I hate to say this, but it's true.
The Justice Department reports search warrants, including at the SoCal suspect's residences in a vehicle, turned up multiple firearms and ammunition. Court documents allege Roa and Thomas discussed living in Southern California and met at least once in the past month to practice marksmanship tactics. Investigators say the group connected through a TikTok community called Vanguard of the Old and communicated in a signal chat called Hunters, with members promoting a violent anti-government ideology and discussing overthrowing the U.S. government, alleging that this group thinks the government is run by pedophile elites and Israel and that President Trump is complacent. I just spoke to an expert on extremism. I'll have more on that in the next hour. Federal authorities did say Roa denied involvement in the plot, but did admit to trying to drive to the Capitol to protest the fight, but his car malfunctioned before making it. The Inland Empire men made their initial appearances in Riverside County Monday. A judge ordered them to remain in custody without bond. They're due back in court next month for arraignments.
Wow.
We'll begin with the Fox News alert. FBI disrupting an alleged plot targeting last weekend's UFC Freedom 250 event at the White House.
Wow. Huh? Who's the most violent? XL Pro, what's happening? Huh? But we're the most violent though, right? We're the most violent. We're the most violent group, though, right? And this is what I be talking about, y'all. This is why it's important for us to get on code. This is why it's important for us to put our little petty differences to the side. This is why it's important for us to get on one accord with each other. This is why it's important for us to focus on the things within our community that keep us separated and divided and going at each other. We need to get rid of gangbanging culture, simp culture, thought culture, ratchet culture, 304 culture, gangster culture, street nigga culture. We need to get rid of all of that. We need to get rid of all of this devotion and connection to the Divine Nine and Masonic orders to re-legion. We got so much we need to fix in our community before we can even think about focusing on relationships with any other community. Right? Dan Patrick, what's happening, man? Right? And everything's not to be put on the internet. It's, trust me, it is. We got whole FBA gun clubs, FBA outdoor survival training instructors, specifically in my state of Ohio. I don't know about anywhere else. So, brothers is prepared, getting prepared. You did. For real, y'all, man. We got to get on code, y'all. This is becoming very, very important. Very, very important. Very, very important, y'all. We don't have time to be having petty differences with each other, beefing with each other, gang, man. And we need to stop all of that. When I was out at the blackout event yesterday, of course, members of the Divine Nine are definitely in the building. I even seen some guys who were members of the Masonic organization up there by their jewelry. I'm just saying, this is the thing. See, we got a lot of stuff within our own community we have to fix. We ain't got time to be worried about nobody else, man. But in the meantime, between time, we also ain't about to let y'all white folks paint the picture of us like we's just the arbiters of violence in America. Because we ain't. And we can prove it. I can prove it. I'm doing a great job of proving it right now. Right? A history of violence.
The FBI foils a terror plot targeting UFC freedom.
I don't have to go into distant history. I'm going into recent history within the past 5 to 10 years. We don't have to go far back, man. We don't have to go far. Right? We're not the we're not we're not the ones that are the purveyors of the violence, man. Right? I mean, we can go back, man. You feel me? We can go back to tops, man. 4 years ago.
Hello, good afternoon.
Not even 5 years ago.
I'm Kay Ingram, and we want to start with breaking news in Buffalo. That's where the 19-year-old gunman who killed 10 black people at a Buffalo grocery store last year was just sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. It happened during an emotional hearing that was interrupted during victim impact statements. The sister of a victim, Catherine Massey, addressed the shooter, Peyton Gendron, ahead of his sentencing for the May 14th racist mass shooting at Tops Friendly Markets.
Thank y'all for protecting me, because I will hurt you so bad. You have made me sick. You got my family crying. I miss my sister. We love our kids. We never go in no neighborhoods and take people out. Don't do it.
A lot of emotion there. Gendron addressed the court before sentencing, saying he wishes he could take it all back.
We don't go in y'all's neighborhoods messing with y'all, man. We don't suit up in armor and call y'all racial slurs in y'all's neighborhoods and then come back and shoot y'all's family functions up. We don't do that. So I don't have to go back into history. I don't got to go back hundreds of years ago. I don't even have to go back decades ago. I can go back less than 10 years ago. right? Recently, like I just said, just did a show on this. Recent times, man. We ain't gotta go far back in time, man. We can go back to 4 days ago, 8 days ago, a week ago. Start talking about the most violent group in America, man. Get out of here, man.
A Lee County family is speaking out, recalling the terrifying moments when they say a man armed with an AR-style rifle opened fire on their family reunion. And thank you for joining us at 5 o'clock. I'm Greg Lloyd.
And I'm Carla Heat Sands.
Now, that shooting happened Sunday evening on Autumn Leaf Drive in Leesburg. The Lee County Sheriff's Office says Jeffrey Tyler Kinzer shot at partygoers after a verbal altercation occurred. No one in the family was reportedly injured, and Kinzer was shot after a family member returned fire.
He was charged with aggravated assault. WAOB News 10's Mariah Norman sits down with a witness who says their family was racially targeted.
Leesburg, Georgia.
This family says they were celebrating.
Look at our beautiful FBA sister reporting the news. You hear me?
A birthday and spending time together before a man they identify as a neighbor pulled up and opened fire with an AR-style rifle. Witnesses say the family was gathered outside for a reunion Sunday night when a car drove by. A white man who witnesses say was Jeffrey Tyler Kinzer was inside the car yelling racial slurs at the group.
When he's talking junk and he started yelling the N-word, he kept going, so we let him go. And we were just discussing what just happened, why he tripping.
But Green says Kinzer came back, this time wearing armor and carrying a rifle.
And then that's when everybody started running. He got a gun. All the kids, they were making sure the kids get in the house. And people started taking positions because they
see my brother got his dog tags on.
Seen he had a gun. And I was in the middle of the street. That's when he raised it and fired. Boom. And I grabbed my gun and started returning fire and moving with him.
Green says he's a Marine veteran. He says he was willing to.
He's a Marine veteran, which means he's seen active duty, live combat. He been on them front lines. Probably did a little bit of recon. The way our brother talks, I can tell he's seen live combat. He's very calm. He's not emotional. He's not all hyped up when he's talking. He's very calm, very cool, collective. He can recollect the whole situation because he's been trained to do that. He didn't panic. He wasn't scared. He jumped right in position, grabbed his firearm, yelled to his other brothers, family members who are also military men to get into position. Almost as if they was prepared for this, as if they knew that this was coming. It might be more to this story than what we're being told. But shout out to our brother right here for leading the battalion and putting that dumbass white dude's ass down. Thinking he about to come shoot up one of our family function. Hey, man. Let me come up real quick, man. Because I want to say this, and I mean this, man. Call me a robber rouser, whatever. All right? You know, but if you ruin, you know that ain't what it is. Listen, it's about to be 4th of July. It's Juneteenth this weekend. It's about to be Father's Day. All type of family, you know, summertime. Listen, y'all. When y'all have y'all family functions, man, protect yourselves, man. Make sure wherever y'all decide to have a family function at, hey, man, if it's at a private venue or at somebody's home, man, you know what I mean? I'm not saying be scary and, you know, no, we can't go. I'm just saying you got to think about certain things, man. You go out to these public areas, You ain't supposed to be having no guns at no park or playground or nothing like that. So that's why I would encourage y'all to try to have functions at private venues or at family members' homes if possible. That way you can be in a better position to protect you and your family if some of these goofy ass white boys try to act crazy this summer. Because they have been violently radicalized. I've been telling y'all about violent radicalization since they've been violently radicalized by Tyler Kinzer, whatever the hell his damn name is. We don't have to go back 100 years, slavery time. We can go back to less than a week ago. 2 weeks, not even 2 weeks ago. And they got the nerve to sit up here and call us the most violent group in America. They claim to have fatigue of us, as if we're just the bane of American society. But tell us we only 50 million of us, but we committing most of the crime. Everything bad in America is our fault. We represent what's bad in America, but at the same time, our culture is the #1 export out of America. An industry that we don't own or operate. All right. So all of this stuff being pointed at us is because at a critical point in time, whether you believe it or not, whether you want to act like you see it or not is irrelevant, it's happening. Black folks are starting to wake up and get on one accord. And that is very scary to this system and structure, even at this point right now. Even at the point where they are on the crux of completing this Agenda 2030 for global sustainability that's been in the work for the past 100 or so years, even though it's 4 years and less to the completion of this agenda, they still terrified of us getting on one accord, because of us in America get on one accord, man, things can change like that. And even with all their unintelligent artificial intelligence, technological capabilities, they can't predict that. They can try to stop it before it could get any type of crazy, but they can't predict it happening, or they can't stop it from happening. When it gets to, that's why I mean they gotta put a lot of, you know how much energy and effort it takes to keep let's just say you got a beach ball, right? Let's just say you got a blown up beach ball. You ever try to put a blown up beach ball and be in the swimming pool and try to hold it under the water? It's gonna take you the ball under the water, the air, because as soon as you let it go, it's gonna pop right to the surface, right? So it takes a lot of effort and energy for you to keep that ball below the surface. It's so much so that you're not even gonna be able to enjoy swimming in the swimming pool, because you gotta put all your effort in making sure this ball don't come to the surface. That is the comparison I'm going to use as into how us black folks is, us foundational black American folks is in America, right? So just think about how much effort it takes to keep us in the situation we are, knowing that it's not going to be something that can be done forever, right? Especially at a critical time in history now, when we are starting to get on one accord with each other. We're starting to be aware of what's going on. We're not falling into the same things. We talking about getting rid of gangs and all that stuff. Whoa, right? So yeah, though, man, you know what I'm talking about? Y'all got to be able to peep the play. Y'all got to be able to peep the demo. And with all this fake ass black fatigue, man, that's just to demonize our image and character, man. Not only in America but globally, because we got global influence. Just imagine if we owned and operated all the industries that are in existence right now as based from our culture, right? So I want y'all to think about that, man. Think about that. It's Juneteenth, weekend. I'm pretty sure there's Juneteenth celebrations going on all across America. Think about the history of violence that these white folks got with us, against us, toward us, man. Protect yourselves this weekend and the weekends coming up, man. Specifically this weekend, protect yourselves to the best of your ability, man. Be smart. You know, how the family functions, you know, at the house or something like that, man. You know, going to these Juneteenth festivals, make sure you protect yourself. Make sure if you are able to that you stay strapped up. You know, if you live in an open carry state, carry your shit. You go to one of these festivals, hey, somebody start acting goofy, you know, you in a position where you can protect yourself and your loved ones, man. Possibly some of your, you know, brethren and sisters that's at the festival as well. You know what I'm talking about? But I want y'all to also pay attention to when I talk about violent radicalization and ideologically based violence. You know what I'm saying? And this is the whole thing why we talking about they're trying to bring these robots into police is because, you know, humans get emotional. You know, there's things of race and all that stuff, and they got guns, and, you know what I'm saying, they're at a festival and they feel some type of way and they want to shoot a whole bunch of black people up. Well, you know, robots aren't going to do that unless they're told to do that. So y'all think about that. Think about that. It's just more than just a racial dynamic to this situation, man. This is why I always tell y'all it's not just us. They're coming for everybody, but they're specifically coming for us, right? And don't wear that as a badge of honor. There's not nothing to be proud of. Don't be arrogant with that. Like, nah, man. Just acknowledge that it's the truth, man, and understand why. You feel me? Because old white folks is starting to find out that they're coming for them too. I would say more so than they are for us to some extent and at some points. You did. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, man. Let's go. History of violence, man.
Defend his family, including children and older adults who were present.
It was so hurtful. I cried all night. I'm laying outside on the ground through a shootout under a car with my other auntie, my other sister, who is 77, and I'm 62.
The investigation is ongoing. Officials say more charges are expected to come. This family says they're just grateful to be alive. Reporting in Lee County, Mariah Norman, WALB, your hometown news source.
When he said he was willing to kill people, did you believe him?
Yeah, totally. It was unlike, you know, because there's outbursts on the train all the time. Unfortunately, in New York City, there's always people coming on and saying kind of talking crazy, and this was unlike anything that I've ever experienced, and it was very serious. I completely believed what he was saying.
When he said he was willing to kill people, did you believe him?
Yeah, totally.
He believed him. Right.
The prosecution close to resting its case in the manslaughter trial of Daniel Penny. Good evening, I'm Dick Brennan.
And I'm Mary Calvi. Christine and Maurice are off. It's a dramatic update in the case of the Marine veteran who has pleaded not guilty to charges related to the chokehold death of 30-year-old Jordan Neely.
Witnesses testified Neely entered the subway last year threatening, and Penny tried to restrain him. Dozens of people have testified on the stand. The prosecution alleges Penny used excessive force. Alice Gaynor has been in the courtroom all week. She's live outside with an update. Alice.
Dick and Mary, prosecutors called more than 30 witnesses to the stand. The last to testify is the doctor who performed the autopsy on Jordan Neely. We just got an update moments ago. Court is finished for the day, but the defense has not finished their cross-exam, so the medical examiner will return Monday for questioning. Today, jurors were shown photos from the autopsy, in particular of Jordan Neely's neck and eyes. Dr. Cynthia Harris ruled Jordan Neely's cause of death compression of the neck or asphyxia. Prosecutors say Daniel Penny had Neely in a chokehold for nearly 6 minutes. In a voluntary police station house interview, Penny demonstrated.
And I kind of came like this. Okay.
Did you apply pressure, Daniel? No, I did. I wasn't. I just wanted to keep him from getting to people.
After Penny let go of Neely, several witnesses, including responding officers, testified Neely had a pulse. Dr. Harris says that's not surprising. This is an asphyxial death. The brain dies first. Neely had sickle cell trait. She testified it's normally benign, an asymptomatic condition, but his spleen and red blood cells were sickled. In her medical opinion, she testified it was caused because he was in a low oxygen situation. A toxicology report revealed Neely had a synthetic cannabinoid, otherwise known as K2, in his system. But she told the jury no one can say how much because current testing does not quantify it. It only determines if it's present, since synthetic cannabinoids change like fashion trends. On cross-examination, defense attorneys asked her about higher rates of toxicity and hospitalizations due to K2. She said it was 2 to 100 times more potent to standard natural occurring cannabinoids. They also noted after she performed the autopsy, Neely's death certificate originally said cause of death pending further study. Dr. Harris said that was due to understanding. A police report said Neely had been screaming, so she had questions. After viewing video of an unresponsive Neely, and though waiting for toxicology results, she made her ruling, doubling down, telling the jury that Neely could have had enough fentanyl in his system to knock down an elephant, and that still would not have changed her opinion. Again, court is finished for the day, but they are not done with this witness. She will be questioned again on Monday. The defense will finish, and then
The prosecution close to resting it in the manslaughter trial of Daniel Penny. Good evening, I'm Dick Brennan.
And I'm Mary.
This is Dr. Grande. Today's question is, can I analyze the case of Jordan Neely and Daniel Penny? Just a reminder, I'm not diagnosing anybody in this video, only speculating about what could be happening in a situation like this. If you enjoyed this video, please like it, subscribe to my channel, and consider supporting me on Patreon. I'll put the link to Patreon in the description for this video. First, I'll look at the background of this case, move to the timeline of the incident, then offer my analysis. This case takes place on May 1, 2023, in Manhattan, primarily involves two people. A 30-year-old homeless man named Jordan Neely, who was well known as a Michael Jackson impersonator, and a 24-year-old college student and Marine Corps veteran named Daniel Penny. Daniel graduated from high school in 2016 and served in the Marines from 2017 to 2021. He was discharged at the rank of sergeant. Now moving to the timeline of the incident. On May 1, 2023, at around 2:15 p.m., Jordan Neely boarded the northbound F train at the 2nd Avenue station. Reportedly,
The prosecution close to resting it in the manslaughter trial
Well,
of
it's
Daniel
safe
Penny.
to say
Good evening, I'm Dick
that
Brennan.
Daniel
And I'm
Penny
Mary Calvi.
had some experience on them front lines too if he was a Marine. All right. Jordan Neely might have been wilding out in the subway, but he didn't put his hands on nobody. He wasn't an imminent or even immediate threat to anybody. Yeah, that's the point I always want to make, where all this is alluding to. My boy Daniel Valencia said, but robots do what they are programmed to do. If the robot program is feeding racist notions, robot will act on it. So same crowd, exactly. That's my whole point. And my whole point is they're not going to make racist robots. I'm not saying they can't. I'm saying that's not the goal. Because like I said, this new system that's coming in is designed for all of us. It's literally designed for all of us. So if you think that somehow your skin color is going to protect you in this new system and structure that's coming in, you're wrong. You're wrong. It's wild, man. Yeah, man. So I don't want to hear about black fatigue and all that bullshit, man. Right? I don't want to hear nothing about black people, y'all this. Man, shut that weak ass shit up. Y'all are the most violent. Look at the stuff y'all do. Right? Look at Chud the Builder. Right? Y'all think Chud's not getting out of prison, y'all. Right? Chud is not getting out. He's not coming home. Right? It's not happening, y'all. Right?
Online influencer the Builder will remain behind bars, accused of attempted murder and linked to dozens of violent videos online. Good evening and welcome to News 2 at 5. I'm Bob Mueller.
And I'm Haley Wilkes. News 2's Lexi Wilson explains what happened in a Davidson County courthouse this morning.
Dalton Etherly, better known as Chud the Builder, enters a Davidson County courtroom Wednesday. The social media influencer facing charges in Nashville after he refused to stop live streaming inside a restaurant at the Omni Hotel and then refused to pay. But the hearing today mostly focused on a separate case in Montgomery. Prosecutors played videos and reviewed social media posts made by Etherly, posted before the shooting outside the Montgomery County Courthouse. They were racist and violent.
So even social media would recognize what he's saying is improper?
Yes, sir.
And improper is a nice word, correct?
Yes.
All right.
Etherly is charged with attempted murder in that case. Etherly's attorney argued the court should consider threats his client receives online.
Mr. Etherly has made complaints about people making threats to him, correct? In fact, to the local sheriff, well, I say local, we're in Davidson County, but to the Montgomery County Sheriff's Department, he's made several complaints,
yes,
including people threatening to chop his infant son's head off.
In the end, the judge sided with prosecutors and revoked Etherly's Davidson County bond, citing concerns about the violent social media posts. Etherly's attorney filed a motion to dismiss the charges in Nashville, but that was not addressed today.
Mr. Etherly's looking at being held without bond on misdemeanors that he ought to have been cited for. And he's charged with a resisting arrest that I think even the state would capitulate as improper.
His next court appearance in Davidson County is set for June 25th. Etherly is also facing a $1 million bond in the Montgomery County shooting case.
Right? History, recent times. Man, this ain't no far off. This is present now. And let me tell y'all something about this dude, Chud, y'all, man. Right? Let me tell y'all something. Chud is going to the joint, y'all. Chud is going to prison. Chud went a little off script. He went a little too far. Right? And Chud is going to pay the price. They're going to make an example out of Chud, much like they made an example out of Carmelo. Chud is going to prison for a long time when this is all said and done. He's not going to get a slap on the wrist. He is going to the joints. He's going to do about 10, 15 years, maybe more. I see him getting 15, 20. Y'all got to understand the severity of what Chud actually did. He going to the joint. I hope y'all don't think Chud's getting off on this, man. He going to the joint for sure. But yeah, though, I just wanted to have this show just to touch on this real quick. And y'all can understand and know that, no, us FBA men specifically, no. We're not the most violent group of people, and we're most specifically not the most violent group of men. The most violent group of people are them folks, and the most violent men are y'all white men. History proves this. We don't have to go far back in history. We can go 5 years. We can go back to 2020. Just from 2020 to now, 5-6 years, coming up on 5.5 years. And we can just story after story after story, right? My man Daniel Valencia said, I believe they're going to sacrifice Chud because he brought too much heat to the whites and blowing up the spot so they can keep their racism more. Yes, that's exactly what they are going to do. They're going to make an example out of Dalton. Watch what I'm telling y'all. All that stuff he did, all the stuff Chud was doing up until he got booked, even the very thing he did to get him booked, that is all in violation of HR 1955. I keep telling y'all about this, man. I keep telling y'all about HR 1955. Chud violated HR 1955. He violated federal law, federal anti-terrorism, homegrown terrorism laws, y'all. Do y'all understand that? He ain't about to get no slap on the wrist. He'd have been cool if they would have been somewhere out at a store or somewhere like that. Nah, bro, you was at the courthouse downtown where most of us is at. You letting off shots downtown. You could have killed anybody. It goes to the racism too, and keeping it low key and keeping it not something that affects our daily life and our daily operation of society. But when it gets to the point to where expression of your white supremacy and whatever variation you do, when it starts to impede, interrupt, when it starts to have a negative effect on the operation of daily society, the operation of the system, i.e. the courts, man, they're not having that, man. And this is all the more reason for them to say, you know what? This is why we need robots down here. This is why we need wide surveillance. This is why we need a smart grid. This is why we need a social credit system. This is why we need CCTV cameras everywhere. This is why we need to constantly watch everybody every single moment of every single day so we can prevent stuff like this from happening by using our artificial intelligence, unintelligent artificial intelligence powered equipment, technology. That's what all this stuff is about, man. And y'all got to start thinking in that context, man. All this other stuff we see is just BS, man. It's just stuff, a means to an end to bring upon that which has already been in the works. Mass surveillance, universal basic income, social credit system, all the stuff I'll be talking to y'all about, and y'all have to be able to connect the dots on that. Exactly. He put too much. He overcooked the pudding, man. Not Chud the Builder booty. Yeah, they got to make an example out of Dalton. The example they're going to make out of Dalton is to show y'all white folks that y'all are expendable, to show y'all that y'all are not exempt. White privilege doesn't apply to all white folks. The nerve of y'all dirty ass, broke ass, poor ass white folks that think that white privilege applies to y'all. Chud's being stripped of all his money, his home, his girl left him. He ain't involved in his kid's life. He's sitting here struggling with his sexuality as he used to let the black girl peg him in his bunghole. Pause. And this is the guy y'all white boys look up to, but y'all white boys, y'all be on that fun boy stuff, man. Y'all play them little booty games and stuff like that. Pause. We don't do that. All right? So, yeah, man, we about to get up out of here, man. You know, as a matter of fact, hold on, I'm going to drop the link real quick in case any of y'all want to come up and speak on this, because some of y'all might want to, you know, y'all might have something that y'all want to say about this, and I would love to hear y'all's opinion. You feel me? Yeah, man, this is wild, man. Just shot our little bro in the head, in the rib cage, just unalived our young baby. Of course, his mom and her friend was doing some goofy stuff, but that don't mean the baby deserved to die. Like, come on, y'all, man. Where's the impulse control? But y'all girls got to also understand that if you are in a car and a police officer tells you to stop. If you do not stop that car, your car has now been weaponized, and now they have all grounds to light your ass up. Nah, they wasn't exempt. You see what they did with Lee Harvey Oswald? John Wilkes Booth was hired to do that, man. Think about that. Think about the most violent group of men. John Wilkes Booth, real name John Wilkes Botha, of the infamous Botha bloodline coming up out of Spain, Valencia and Portugal, Valencia and Lisbon, Spain. All presidents in history were assassinated by other white men. All or the majority of school shootings are done by white males. Every attempt on every president's life was made by a white male. Every actual assassination of a president in U.S. history was done by a white male. Most of the sex crimes in America, the overwhelmingly mass majority of sex crimes, specifically against children, are white males. White males are the most guilty of white collar and blue collar crime. White males lead in satanic ritualistic abuse. White males lead in hate crimes, specifically of a racial time or kind, especially towards foundational Black Americans. Who's the most violent group of men in America again? Historically, presently, it ain't us. And we ain't about to let y'all put that, I'm not about to let y'all put that jacket on us because it don't fit. It actually fits y'all quite perfect. So all this whole ass talk about Black fatigue and y'all tired of this, man, fuck all that. Y'all ain't gonna do nothing. Don't ever let these little niche situations, these exception to the rule cases. Listen here, y'all, man. Hey, these white boys don't want no smoke. White boys, y'all soft as fuck. The most hardest white boys you're gonna ever run into go to prison. Right? Even the white boys out here training in jiu-jitsu and mixed martial arts, man, they ain't like that, man. They ain't like that, man. Yeah, man. Can't forget about Vince McMahon. And I say everything I just said, man, don't let none of this stuff, man, listen, I know how the majority of y'all white boys think, right? And knock it off, man, because y'all know y'all ain't like that, man. Y'all know y'all ain't like that. Y'all know y'all really ain't really on that for real. You know what I'm saying? And I strongly encourage y'all to fall back. Don't let this stuff get you, man. Listen here. Don't get jacked up by this stuff you see on TV. I don't give a damn how you might even actually feel towards us. You better keep it to yourself like y'all have been. This is why we got to get on code, man, so they can't use none of us against us. You old turncoat, yes, massa, Sambo ass, bootlicking ass, butter biscuit ass Negroes, man. Y'all the reason why they feel comfortable to pull tight on us, because y'all got the crazy. This is part of being on code, getting on code. We got to stop letting them think that we got so much hatred for ourselves that gives them the okay to have hatred towards us too and express it openly like ain't nothing gonna happen. I strongly suggest that y'all white boys who are being violently radicalized by this ideologically based violence, that somehow y'all need to be bossing up, letting your nuts hang, bucking up, bucking the system. Y'all, the black fatigue, you're not having it anymore. And I'm going to say what's on my mind, man, you better make sure you assess the situation first, man. Make sure you assess the situation before you approach FBA men specifically. Because I'm telling you right now, Jack, you hear me? I'm telling you right now, I know what type of energy I give off, and I ain't playing. You know, assess the situation, man. And that's basically, I'm not saying it's cool, but, you know, you might want to pick and choose when it comes to that. Because I'm telling you, you're going to come, y'all white boys going to get tough, and y'all going to come across the wrong FBA like that brother right there did earlier that took that gun from that boy. Y'all better make sure y'all really like that, man. And I would encourage y'all to fall back. Y'all would be more inclined in y'all's favor if y'all somehow try to come to some type of, you know what I'm saying, agreement, or if y'all come to some type of, you know what I'm saying, mutual understanding that y'all just go do y'all and we gonna just do us. You know what I'm talking about? When business situations can be made, or when the situation permitted, and we can do business. But until we get what's fixed amongst us, it'd be better off if we just cut everybody else off, y'all. It would be better off if we just stop doing business with everybody and let everybody feel what it's like to have us not supporting what they got going on, since they don't need us, since they don't want us, they don't need us, they don't like us. That must mean they don't like our money either. So if we pull our money from them, at the same time constantly hitting them in the face with the history, the facts, the historical receipts of y'all's hatred towards specifically us, and we're going to hold y'all's asses to the fire. I don't give a damn about how y'all feel. All of that, it was a long time ago. Nah, man, so what? We're never going to let you, y'all basically telling us to get over it. No, we're never getting over it. We're going to constantly remind y'all of the history between us. We're going to constantly remind y'all every freaking day, man. Every time one of y'all goofy-ass white boys come online talking about some, oh, we're tired of this, and I'm a white man to Mike. This ain't y'all's country. Most of y'all, all of y'all, do not originate from here, meaning y'all are not indigenous to this land. All of y'all white folks, if you trace your family history back long enough, we are the only group of people who are indigenous to this land, meaning we originate from here, most of us. Y'all have to understand, true African Americans, only 5%, less than 5% of all the slaves who were brought over here from Al-Qibla in Africa during the transatlantic slave trade, less than 5% were brought to the North American continent. Most of them went to the Caribbean, Central and South America, which is why they have such heavy, large black populations in those areas and regions. We have large black populations in America because we were already here thousands of years before any white tea European or whoever decided to mosey their ass on over here. So, you know, with that being said, I didn't even realize somebody was in the background. My bad. I just now seen that. The foreign pretty boy, what's good with you, boy?
What's happening, fam? You know what I'm saying?
What's the deal with you, man? What's going on this good, beautiful Saturday, man?
Yeah, beautiful Saturday today. You know what I'm saying? It's good. The weather's not too good right now, but it kind of changes up as the day goes by. So we ain't really got no sunshine right now. But yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? These Edomites are these Edomite evil albinoids and their ethnic lapdogs are on a mission, bro. They're on this mission. They're trying to galvanize against black people. We already know it, but you know what I'm saying? It's like I say, man, it's like we've been having this problem with you guys for thousands of years. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you're gonna do something to us, we're gonna just whoop on your ass some more. You're going to do something else to us, we're going to whoop on your ass some more. You're going to do something else to us, you're going to use a soft target, hurt our women and hurt our children. We just going to bow our heads, continue to reign, and beat on your ass some more. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna constantly uprise and come back. It's like there's nothing that y'all could do to stop us. It's like I don't get what you guys don't get. No matter how many so-called hate groups that you guys create, and you know what I'm saying, no matter how many Vatos locals and fucking chicken chow mein people that you guys get involved, you know what I'm saying, and galvanize with against us, we still are gonna reign superior in regards to that. You know what I'm saying? The thing is with you people, we already know how violent you people are. We already know, you know what I'm saying? Because we're the first contact with you people when it comes to violence. You know what I'm saying? We study you. We know your history. Now some of our brothers and sisters, you know what I'm saying, you know, they are some other shit. You know what I'm saying? They gonna fall to the wayside. But some of us are intellectually sound enough and know what you guys got planned and what you guys are trying to do. We know about your sitting in your out in your outback trailers and trying to create these weapons and stuff to attach to things and all these kind of bombs and stuff that you guys are trying to create. We know about these things. We know. Okay. So you guys are out here, you know, trying to harm our children and our women and stuff like that. It's gonna come to a head. You know what I'm saying? I think that you guys think that we are more stupid than that just because you see some fools acting idiots on social media and stuff. You think that all of us think like that. You think because when there's a food shortage, you think that all these people are just gonna rush and start stealing stuff. It's like we already know what tactics you guys are going to try to use if it happens. We know that what's going to happen. We know because we know how you guys are intertwined with yourself with each other weapons wise. We know that if we try to rush one of these supermarkets and if stuff really hits the fan, we know you guys are going to attach explosives to that stuff. We know. We already know what you guys have been planning. Some of us know. You know what I'm saying? And it's up to us to inform the community of what the kind of guerrilla tactics that you guys are trying to pull. We know that you guys are importing people from overseas to join your hate groups. We know this. It's like I know it, and I'm pretty sure Virgil knows it. So you guys think that you guys are just doing something real sneaky. You have to do something real sneaky. If it comes to a race war, we're ahead of the game. We know what we're gonna do to you. We got underground. We got people in laboratories building stuff so we can, bro. We do too. We got that too, bro.
And this is the thing I want to point out with that though, before I put it, boy. As our brother in Leesburg, Georgia, just showed y'all about a week ago. Try pulling no China on us at our family functions and see what happens. I wouldn't suggest it, man. You know, I'm a non-violent guy, but when it comes to stuff like this, you know, that hat can get thrown off real fast, man. Because I know how y'all white boys get down for real. I know how y'all get down, man. And I know for a fact that most of y'all soft as fuck. Right?
Yeah.
Most of y'all.
See, that's the thing is the knuckle draggers. You know what I'm saying? The knuckle draggers, freaking, you know what I'm saying, cousin humpers and horse smashers. Those people, they're nobodies. You know what I'm saying? You guys already exposed your hand. You're gonna come out, and, you know, you guys are nobodies. It's like the sophisticated ones of you guys, you know what I'm saying, the ones that are into guerrilla warfare and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Those are the ones that we know we gotta attack. These little knuckle draggers out there, I'm gonna pull my strap out and start shooting in the street. You guys are stupid, bro. We know about you guys. You know what I'm saying? You guys are going to be the ones easy to handle. You guys are they're creating these militias where you're out here like joining these this UFC and MMA and stuff like that. You got your own MMA groups and stuff like that. You guys are just a bunch of knuckle draggers. You guys, if it comes down to it, first and foremost. You know what I'm saying? So we're not even tripping on y'all. It's like the ones that we know that we really got a conflict are the ones that are military explosive specialists. Those are the people that, you know, said that we got to combat. You knuckle draggers, you nobodies. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but at the same time, it's like you chicken chow mein, cat and bat and rat eating people that's running around out here. That's thinking that's creating all these posts and stuff online, thinking that like you got in some stake in this country. It's like you guys are really tripping. You know what I'm saying? It's like because you guys are not even there. You guys aren't even enough population to even deal with this. But you could go ahead and take the side of white tea supremacy if you want to. You know what I'm saying? You could go ahead and take that side if you want to. But I'm telling you, they're just using you guys as the lapdogs for as the front soldiers. You know what I'm saying? As the pawns. You know what I'm saying? And that same goes for you Vatos locals, you fucking beans and rice eating motherfuckers too. Same thing for you guys, people. Don't get me wrong, I like beans and rice too. But anyway, it's like it's like you guys could play the front people and do all you want. It's like, but you guys aren't physically able to handle us as well. You know what I'm saying? Our main battle is with that Caucasoid. Now you can get in the way, and you too, you Tethers, you Godfreys, and all you people like that. You know what I'm saying? You Tethers too. We know you guys are nobodies. You know what I'm saying? In fact, you're gonna get yourself caught in a situation because you're too busy trying to cosplay and trying to be like us. So you're gonna get the mistake of accidentally catching a few to the noodle because you guys, but you guys aren't even ready for that. It's like if you were, you would have stayed in your homelands. You know what I'm saying? Instead of fleeing over here. You know what I'm saying? You would have stood on business like our ancestors did to create this society for us. And it's crazy because you guys think America just got like this out of nowhere. Like there wasn't no sacrifices made. Like there wasn't no bloodshed on this soil. Like we haven't had civil wars over and over again. Like we haven't fought for this country. Like these people haven't fought for this country on the soil for it to be the way it is. It's like my ancestors, Virgil's ancestors, our ancestors basically strive to make this country the way it is because our ancestors weren't cowards and bitch made motherfuckers. Excuse my French. Sorry, Virgil. You know what I'm saying? They weren't cowards. You know what I'm saying? They weren't cowards. They stood on business for our generation, for the next generation. That's what they did because they were willing to sacrifice. They was like, okay, well, my life, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna fight so the next generation can have theirs. But you people are cowards. All you fleers are cowards. You're running from your homelands to come over here and leech off of what our ancestors created and built for us, instead of standing on business in your own homelands and fighting for the next generation. You want yours you wanted an instant, like you guys wanted like a microwavable product. You know what I'm saying? Instead of standing on business. And it's not the women. I'm not tripping on the women that flee and all that stuff. I'm tripping, you know what I'm saying? The women and the children, okay, I get it. But you men are a bunch of bitches. Straight up. It's like you should stand on business. You know what I'm saying? But then you come over here and talk bad about us because the zaddies give you guys a lane to go against us because they know the true battle in this society is against us. Bro, you guys are like mentally slow, and that's why you guys have the lowest education rates in this country. You know what I'm saying? Because you guys are being used by those locals. Asians a little bit different because they've been with us for a long time. You know what I'm saying? They've been here since the actual start of the nation, especially in the South. You know what I'm saying? So they mixed and mingled amongst us. You know what I'm saying? And they were some of the first people that actually got paid for their labor after the Emancipation Proclamation. They were actually some of the first people that actually started getting paid. So when you guys use that, oh, we came over here and built the railroads. You came over here and built 700 miles of the railroad. Stop playing games. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna continue to ban your stuff and get up out of your stores while you're over here trying to light up our kids. You know what I'm saying? You're over here trying to light up our kids, bro. You know what I'm saying? Well, how you feel about that, Virgil? They over here like steadily putting pistols to our kids. You know what I'm saying? And thinking and people are justifying saying, "Oh, we're trying to steal." So since when is the last time that doing shoplifting deserves death sentence? Huh?
I just spoke on this not too long ago. Like, listen here, how I feel about it. Hey, I don't care if Cyrus was stealing. He ain't deserve to die. You feel me? He ain't deserve to be gunned down like he just was some animal. You know what I'm talking about? And, so what I'm saying is, and this is what I say, y'all, if we boycotting, that's what we doing. We standing on business, right? That's what you got to do is hit them where it hurt, the pockets. But at the same time, not just boycotting, but we got to not only boycott, but if we're going to boycott the business, which is eventually going to lead to the business going out of business, we're going to have to replace that businesses because whether you want to admit this or not, our reality, we do need those businesses. We don't need the Asians to be running and operating those businesses, but we need those businesses. So while we boycotting, we got to be replacing and rebuilding. So we're going to need to have black corner stores, black-owned laundromats, black-owned everything, like how we used to have it, man. But the thing the thing is this, though. Which one of us, who out of us is going to step up and learn these skills in these businesses and all this stuff so we don't have to go to other people and put them all the way out of business, so, right?
Yep, that's the thing is like you're saying, it's like, there's like, there's a group of major business owners, you know what I'm saying, major business owners, but they need to share their wisdom nationally, you know what I'm saying, because we got black supermarkets. Like people always talking that smack, like, oh, you ain't got a black bank, you don't have no black supermarket. Yes, we do, nigga. Stop playing games. You know what I'm saying? It's like you guys don't have any black hospitals. Yes, we do. We got all the stuff. He was like, yeah, you guys try to destroy a lot of it, but there's still some that exist. You know what I'm saying? The whole thing is for us to galvanize, nationally and put these things up, like create it's just like, a franchisee type stuff. You know what I'm saying? Is once you get into the franchisee type things, like these other people do, like it's like 7-Elevens and all that stuff. They franchise, like even McDonald's. You franchise these businesses out. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. Like if I got, Frank and Momo's, you know what I'm saying? What do you call it? A grocery store. You know what I'm saying? I could straight talk to you, Virgil, in Ohio, and be like, look you know what I'm saying? You galvanize some paper together. You know what I'm saying? We could franchise this business. You know what I'm saying? Just the same thing as what do you call it did. Just the same thing as Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles, even though they sold out as of recently, they got cases against them because they basically let Mexicans run it, and then they got what do you call it? They got legal cases against them. But we don't need to do that. You know what I'm saying? It's like I know you heard about that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Roscoe's out here like dog, they let Mexicans run it, and the Mexicans out here dogging the black people. What kind of sense does that make? You know what I'm saying? They own black employees is suing them because it's like the Mexicans is out here doing it. But back to my original point. You know what I'm saying? It's like, a lot of our mom and pop stores and businesses can end up being franchised. You know what I'm saying? It's like you guys you already got the names and stuff like that. You can make it nationally. That's where it's at. That's where our mind state has to be at if we're gonna, shut down these Asian businesses. You know what I'm saying? And shout outs to my people real quick out there in South Carolina. You know what I'm saying? Even like Virgil always talks about violent radicalization. But sometimes, like in situations like that, sometimes it's gonna happen and it's needed. And shout out to you people. Shout out to you people in South Carolina over there, like tearing they shit up, and give you some game. Keep tearing it up. You know what I'm saying? If they rebuild it, tear it up again. They rebuild it, tear it up again, because eventually the insurance company's not gonna cover it anymore, because that's what they did out here. It was like with these Walgreens and stuff like that, people kept going in and taking their stuff, going in and smashing and grabbing the same store. Eventually, the insurance company said, "Nah, man, we can't cover y'all no more. You guys are a liability." So you make those people a liability. You know what I'm saying? It's like, don't let them rebuild. You know what I'm saying? If they try to rebuild, keep tearing it up. You know what I'm saying? That's what we did out here during the riots. It's like that's why happened to those businesses that during the riots, those Asian businesses, they had to move. You know what I'm saying? They had to move or they had to shut down. So that's what you guys actually seriously Keep doing your thing, man. You know what I'm saying? We need to stop letting them just brutalize our children and there be no repercussions. You know what I'm saying? Especially when like with this stuff that happened with Mello, you know what I'm saying? And then he ended up getting railroaded, and then the dude, Casey Allison, whatever, did the same, like even a worse event, and got away and got 10 years, but you gave our brother 35. So that's letting you know something's going on down in Texas. It's like Texas, like all I gotta, but see, we shouldn't be surprised as a people, because we know Texas. What do I gotta say? Emmett Till, case in point. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you guys got history.
Like I said before, Pretty Boy, the title of the show, A History of Violence. Y'all have a history of violence. Y'all have a history of violence.
History. Like mad history. You
I
guys,
got documented history, archived, documented history.
It's in your guys' DNA. It's like you guys.
It's the fabric, freaking fire. I'm about to get up out of here, before people go ahead and leave me with your last words, bro.
For sure, and like you guys eat people, bro. It's like you guys used to eat us, bro. It's like, wait, what do you? You guys.
The morality question has to go out of the window when it comes to y'all collectively, man. Like y'all don't have no morality in comparison to us, man. Everything immoral we learn from y'all.
Yep, it's like because we were such a welcoming people. You know what I'm saying? That's how you guys were able to establish stuff over here in the first place, because we welcomed you. It's like if we had started taking you out when you first got over here, it would be a whole different story. But we allowed you to mix and mingle with us, all melanated groups around the globe. You know what I'm saying? It allowed you to come in and mix and mingle, but you came over here to conquer, and these are the results we have. But the thing is, like, one thing is, white supremacy will eat itself up, and it'll destroy its tools. You know what I'm saying? It uses tools and toss them away. So all you coons and stuff, or you know what I'm saying, all you people, you guys are all going to feel the wrath, because we're the chosen ones. You guys might not think so, but through every incident in history, all you have to do is look at it. It's like we always overcome, and we keep moving on. Like I said, we just gonna keep whooping your ass. All right, thanks, Virgil, man. Thanks for
you already know, bro. Anytime, man. Y'all have a good evening, man. I got some more content coming for y'all. I'm going to the Color of Summer event at the Columbus Museum of Art. It's going to be beautiful, man. It's going to be beautiful black people everywhere. We're going to be suited and booted, dressed to the nines, tailored. I'm talking about the ladies. This is going to be, I'm telling y'all, man, we got some of the most beautiful FBA women in my city this weekend. You understand me, man? And I'm going to show y'all later on the night. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all eating. I'll see y'all later, man. Y'all already know what it is, man. Hey, man, FBA all day, every day, no days off. Same thing. You already know what it is over here, man. Let's go.
What question is? It's going to hurt.
Task force, black force, we the tag team. If it's a nightmare, then it must be a bad dream. E&E, running our lanes like a track meet, skipping over hurdles. Call us a track team, all paperwork legit. It's the fact team, then double up the championship belts like a tag team. Black on black, yeah, it's a black thing. Black jewelry shining on all of our black kings. All black everything, we got black tea. All black coffee, man, I don't add green. North give you all you need, no more caffeine. Close down the whole set, no more casting. Remove targets off our back like a black team. We keep growing up the game like a black team. Your girl got a problem with me, then get at me. I'll tie her to a bumper, now you got a drag queen. You can't stop me, you old as jalopy. This is past me, and I got it photocopied. Caught on film, flow tracks and sloppy. Trying to attack me, you a carbon copy. Around keeping heat like chimney blocks. And I charge for the hook, put me in a penalty box. Man, I'm killing the ops while I look at my watch. All hands on deck like the time on the clock. Task force, black force, we the tag team. If it's a nightmare, then it must be a bad dream. E&E, running our lanes like a track meet, skipping over hurdles. Call us a track team, all paperwork legit. It's the fact team, then double up the championship belts like a tag team. Black on black, yeah, it's a black thing. Black jewelry shining on our black
Keep my
kings.
grass cut low to catch a glimpse of the snakes. Devilish serpents with purpose to steal your cake. Smiling in your face while they got their eyes on your safe. Boy, that hatred, man, they make you do some foul things. Switch up on your niggas like the numbers when the Dow change. When I'm with familiar, still a grind like a broke. Take it for granted, shit be gone in the proof of smoke. Better put your plan in action, niggas get too used to hope. Formulated a plan, calculated the steps. 2020, my vision, see my way to the check. Get it. Only way is up, I made my way to the steps. Let's go. Look. Only way to move is building kingdom shit. Niggas won't make a move, want you to bring them shit. But God bless the child that can hold his own. They wanna give you numbers in a cell like a mobile phone. But fuck a cop, any wicked judicial system. Cause niggas on the edge, there for you to push. Bullets loaded tight up in that magazine. Bring a nightmare to American dreams.
Task force, black force, we the tag team. If it's a nightmare, then it must be a bad dream. E&E, running our lanes like a track meet, skipping over hurdles. Call us a track team, all paperwork legit. It's the fact team, then double up the championship belts like a tag team. Black on black, yeah, it's a black thing.